Okay, jom. Let's go. Number 1. Which of the following are the components in the human nerve system? Jawapan dia adalah apa, guys? Answer will be brain and take out a red pen. Okay, first of all, guys, take out a red pen. Mark through all the answers properly. Later, I think you got total in the 7 chapters, you got 46 objective questions today. So you calculate over 46 how much you got. Okay? Not about the marks there, you see whether you still can retain or not. Mostly easy questions. But okay, it's just straightforward. It's just roughly to tell you this is what you've learned for the last few months there. Okay, boleh ya. Next, which of the following are the components in the human nerve system there? Jawapan dia adalah otak dengan sel saraf, the brain and the nerve cells. Okay, one more thing guys, tambahan. What is CNS? What does CNS stand for? What does CNS stand for? Central Nervous System. Macam pernah dengar not? Central Nervous System. CNS is the Central Nervous System. So Central Nervous System is made up of the brain and then the spinal cord. So the brain and the spinal cord by itself, guys. The brain and the spinal cord by itself is known as the CNS. So whatever you need to recall balik tahu, jangan lupa all this part. So guys, this is known as the CNS. Then what is PNS? Peripheral nervous system. So what is peripheral nervous system? All the nerves that connect to the CNS. Contohnya, got nerves. Then even here, contohnya from your critical organs, your sight organs dan sebagainya. From the eyes here, got optic nerve. Macam pernah dengar? Optic nerve, got auditory nerve dan sebagainya. All that. See, all that never cover here. Betul kan? A lot of parts never go so detailed one. That one again, we have to go one more round, give you more structure dan sebagainya before you sit for exams. Okay, boleh ya guys? Clear on this one. So better check as well lah guys. See, the important parts where when we doing the chapter time, when I highlight a lot is where related to the eye structure. Eye got 3 layers lah, lepas tu got retina lah dan sebagainya. Retina got what kind of receptor? Got photoreceptors. Photoreceptors are made up of 2 types of cells. What are the 2 types of cells? Cone cells and the rod cells. Very good, bagus guys. So cone cells, rod cells. For what the cone cells, for what the rod cells. Which one detects less light, which one detects colors dan sebagainya. All that better check. Okay, boleh ya, kena. This latihan is actually very basic. It's for me to just give you some latihan, lepas tu talk a little bit more, remind you this is what extra you got to know. Okay, one more thing, notice not here, never cover so much of the ear structure. Betul kan? Not even one question, betul kan, on the ear structure because it's just coming back to basics only. So, but the ear structure must know what is this, guys? Pinna. Okay, this one is the pinna. Then the canal, ear canal. If the correct scientific jargon for it dipanggil sebagai auditory canal. Lepas tu apa yang akan eardrum. Okay, bagus. Apa yang akan amplify the sound? Ossicles there. Lepas tu got oval window in between, then got one shell-like structure. What is that? Cochlea. What's the function of the cochlea?
Transmit the sound waves to the brain.
Convert sound waves kepada electrical impulses. Our brain don't understand sound waves as sound waves there. Sound waves is a vibration. Your brain only understands this in form of nerve impulse. So the cochlea is the converter so that your otak will faham. The otak must faham in the form of, that means nerve impulses there. Okay, boleh ya? Then goes to the, another thing. Name the 2 parts in the ear that is not involved in hearing. Semicircular canal, one more. Eustachian tube. Betul kan? Semicircular canal is for what, guys? If some of you like looking at me, what the hell you talking like that means? Kalau you dah lupa, better check guys. Betul kan guys? Better check. Already so close to exam, you don't have any time ready. Betul kan? It's actually a bit rush. Like last year was good, no? Even though they rushed a little bit on the trials all, they never catch out the form 3, form 2 all. This year I don't know why suddenly exam so close. Betul kan? And most of you got all the chapters coming out. Some of you already finished all the chapters. Maybe certain school teacher give you less chapters ke apalah, maybe the last 2 chapters. The last 2 chapters actually not much. The calculation part all we already done. But at least got last year got nice time, I did one workshop, do revision all properly and go. But this time tak ada masa. Faham tak guys? Clear on this house? So you better check. Lepas tu notice one more important part that must cover is one more. The skin structure. Got epidermis, got dermis. Only they ask a little bit on the tongue part. What else got? Only on the tongue only got. Then little bit on the plant part, that's all. Okay, so only got 5-6 objectives. What you can ask, the chapter was a lengthy chapter. We got so long we sit with that chapter. Again and again I can ask you to draw balik, then label, quiz dan sebagainya. Okay, so better check lah guys. Today I just reminding you only. So if you not take the effort there to do some revision, if you celebrating Deepavali, memang you already been in the celebration mode there near to exam hall. So you better do the revision now itself. Better do the latihan all now itself. Faham tak guys? Don't wait until then. After finish everything, school exam already start and after one paper, after another paper already there. Many of you start after that, right? 4th of November. Ataupun middle. 7 not make much difference, many. Okay, 4th, 7th there. Anybody middle? Middle. Some of you late. December got not? December got actually should be in December lah. Ataupun late November. Okay, boleh. That only correct lah. Because what you going to do in December then? January dan sebagainya. Already finish exam there already. Okay, boleh ya. School major holiday only now this year, not in December. What? It's only in January. January got 2 weeks, then February got 2 weeks. Okay. Anyway, come back here guys. So check all this guys. Check whatever I say. Example, the eyes to the brain, what nerve? Optic nerve. Ear to the brain, focus hearing. Auditory nerve. Lepas tu nose to the brain. Nostrils is just this. Olfactory nerve. Bagus mah, got olfactory nerve. Then also lebih kurang. Textbook, follow textbook. Must also take an effort to remember all the types of receptors by picture form. Memang I told you the lukisan, the textbook itself looks all dekat a bit. Betul kan? Some look like sperm a bit, then some look like trident like this. Betul, check and see lah guys. Some will look like this. Betul? Pain receptors dan sebagainya. Lepas tu got receptor like this. Then that's why I say look like sperm. Then some like that dan sebagainya. So like plant a bit all. You better check all this. Okay? At least the best revision will be what? No. You don't have to go gila, go study back all the way. You see, this one itself forces you to remember a bit. Betul kan? Not detailed, but at least a bit. So if you just do, it doesn't take too long. 30 minutes plus, you already finished already. Okay? So at least do a lot of latihan. Enough already. You will come back to it. Maybe you were good at that time. Many of you scored well, one of the highest in your school, that class, and sebagainya there. But whether you still retain or not, that's another thing. Okay, boleh ya. Next, the following are statements to explain the production of response to stimulus. Okay, so this one just flow only, like guys. So if you touch a hot object, what detects it first? What detects it first, Dave? Receptor dulu. Receptor akan terima ataupun the receptor, the neuron here got nerves. Okay, got nerves here. You don't have to worry so much about the names lah. But contohnya macam ni. So let's say if we touch a hot object, so or a sharp object, pin. So here got receptor. You kena tahu here got one nerve that goes to the CNS. So this kotak ataupun the spinal cord here represents the CNS. So the receptor. Then lepas tu this neuron is what neuron? What neuron is this? Any idea? Afferent neuron. Okay, afferent neuron first. So this one will be afferent neuron. Little bit must know, right guys? Afferent neuron. The coming one will be efferent neuron. So got afferent, got efferent neuron. Better check. Can I guys clear on this? Then gives out response, muscle contract. Muscle is the effects there. Effector, okay lah, you call it receptor as effector, okay lah, tak apa. Then effector adalah yang memberikan tindak balas. Can I guys clear on this? Receptor ataupun effector, but effector is the one that gives out the response. Faham tak guys? Can I clear on this? Then in your brain actually, you got what is known as interneurons. Spinal cord got interneurons as well. Check back all of them. Kalau forget, 50-50, still here and there, you're not sure, still got time to catch up on that. Okay, boleh ya? And this exam determines what stream you go to. So do it properly. Okay, then one paper science and the maths paper determine what stream you go to. Okay, so careful on that. Next. So this one turutan no big deal guys. Number 1 adalah 3, agree or not? Receptor detects the response and produces an impulse. Okay, boleh ya? Then go to 1. What is 1? The nerve transports, nerve cells transport impulse to the brain to be interpreted. Okay. Then lepas tu will be 2. Nerve cells transport information to the effectors. Then last one will be response is me. So jawapan dia adalah C. Cacing. Can I guys clear on this? I feel questions too direct only. You do better questions, do more harder one step. Okay, can I? Next, which of the following is important in involuntary action? can move freely, can use any equipment easily out, calling the fire brigade when fire. I don't know what this answer is up here, but anyway, prevent injury. Okay, prevent injury. Guys, but don't just see just like that, no. Example, this one they give like very vaguely only lah, just giving you an idea only, but yes, involuntary action can be reflex action. Example, if I touch a hot object, I move my hand away from the hot object. So that's a reflex action. So I save myself from injury. But you must also understand, involuntary is also something that happens subconsciously. Contohnya, heartbeat, breathing, all that also is involuntary action. So jangan lupa that part. That part, don't forget. That one is not to prevent injury. Betul kan? You need to have the heartbeat consistently. As long you live there, heart has to beat. As long you live there, respiration must occur. So that also is involuntary. You never think about breathing. Why you don't tell yourself, I must breathe in, I must breathe out, I must breathe in, I must breathe out. Alamak, I forgot to breathe in the or heart beat there. You tell your heart to beat faster ke, slower ke. All that happens naturally. Okay, boleh ya? So jawapan dia adalah A, the best answer there lah. Okay, next. Guys, this one what you can remind yourself, don't forget all the tropisms. So how many types of tropism that you must know? 4 types of. What is phototropism? Response towards light. Okay, what is hydrotropism? Response towards water. Bagus. What is thigmotropism? Response towards movement and touch, going somewhere. That means you got target. Example, you plant the cucumber plants down, that means they will go on top and jalar on the pagar dan sebagainya to get sunlight and all that, to get support. That is thigmotropism. Okay, boleh ya? One more tropism, mana? Geotropism. Geotropism is has to do with that. And popular to ask what? No, popular to ask. This one objective lah. But structure question always what? No, they'll ask this way lah, guys. They'll ask you what the shoot does and what the root does. So which one is positive, which one is negative? Like example, phototropism, which one is positive? Shoot will be positive phototropism, root will be negative phototropism. So you just know which one is positive, which one is negative. Okay, then one more question, guys. This one of the schools came out last year for this. Differences between nastic and tropism. Nastic movement and tropism. Nastic got no specific direction. Betul kan? The example of a good example there is the Mimosa pudica, the pokok semalu, the fella touch malu one. So that one got no direction. It happens as long as vibration, as long as touch, the fella will close. Tropism means got direction, specific direction. Tropism, guys, tropism takes a lot of time to occur. Correct or not? If you put a plant here, katakan there only got light means the plant doesn't immediately go towards light. It will take a few days, few weeks at least to see the shoot moving towards the light. But nastic occurs immediately. You touch the pokok semalu, the fella faster malu and then close. Okay, that's one example lah. For some other example, Venus flytrap. When the fly jatuh, you tutup and catch the fly. So that one also is nastic movement. So which one is faster? Nastic movement is faster. Tropism is slower. Ada faham tak, guys? Can I clear on this? Make sure all the small details all you tangkap betul-betul cuba fahamkan. Okay, can I? Next there, guys. So jawapan untuk 4 adalah the roots show negative phototropism. Yang manakah benar? So roots show negative phototropism lah. Agree or not? I might be wrong, you tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, if accidentally I silap put the answer means. Okay, you tell me. Then next, number 5 there. What Irma wants to cook? This one. The B is what, guys? Sweet. What is a D? Sour or salty? Salty, then sour, then center, then ke belakang sekali, bitter, tengah-tengah, better check. Not sure, 50-50, some of you 50-50, better check. So this one want to taste something that is sweet, so what must do? Jawapan dia adalah B lah. Okay, the tip guide. One more thing. Even let's say I put a sweet at the back of my tongue, I can still taste the sweetness there. Why? Bagus, because the saliva will still dissolve the chemicals that are in the sweet lah. So you still can taste the sweetness. But this one they're learning it how, you're learning that means this part got more of that receptor, that part got more of that receptor, that part got more of that receptor, dan sebagainya. But the reality is what? No, you try to avoid the bitter medicine and then you try to go over, unless you drink the medicine just straight up, down like that, then just masuk dalam means then different lah. But as long as you kena your tongue already means it memang will get dissolved. Okay, unless you see when you're sick time, katakan let's say your salivary gland does not produce enough saliva, then you feel got no taste in the food. Okay, the smell, taste dan sebagainya. And one more thing, when they talk about taste, always kaitkan with the smell. Because your brain interprets it such. Your brain interprets taste of food together with the smell. It needs input from here and input from here to tell you whether the food is tasting good or not. Okay, that's why guys, warm food that just came out from the oven from the stove and sebagainya tastes better than food that is already been kept. Okay, that's why like restaurants and everything there, they'll try to keep it warm. Okay, like katakan like nasi kandar ke or any kind of restaurant ke apa dan sebagainya, if like example the meat and everything already cooked there, but they try to keep it warm. Okay, better they want to give you service better means if they cannot keep it warm, at least they'll keep it in the oven ke apa dan sebagainya, microwave it and give it to you, because it memang science behind it is your brain interprets it together with the nose. Okay, boleh ya? This is a very long chapter guys. It took a long time betul kan to finish this. We took about 2 months to finish this. So you better see, got so many parts there, you better check. Okay, I roughly only telling you back on all these parts there. Then next, number 6, which of the following is true about monocular vision? Jawapan dia? We are what kind of vision guys? We are monocular. Stereoscopic. What is stereoscopic? Eyes in front. Now mind, try, make the mistake and then make sure you don't make it for exams. Make it here, never mind. Okay, what is stereoscopic vision? Stereoscopic vision means got eyes in front. Okay, so stereoscopic. That means what? The field of vision here, these parts here overlap. Bahagian ni overlap. That means what? My left and right eye see is the same thing at one point there lah. Faham tak guys? So your vision field is narrower compared to a person or an organism, not a person sorry, an organism kan. Kalau dia ada eyes kat tepi, kalau ada mata kat tepi macam ni, the field of vision is wider. You can see better, you can see around better. I told you that got certain organisms that have got monocular vision. They just move a little bit like that. 360. They almost can see 360 because why? Here got an eye. It will be good for a teacher to have monocular vision. I told you before, betul kan? Why? Because you can write on the board and you can see everybody as well. Good. Okay, you can write on the board and you can see everybody else as well. Faham tak guys? So you got better class control lah contoh ni lah. Kalau like example you really want, it will be good if got one eye here, got one eye here. What is the negative thing of having monocular vision? Very good. Cannot estimate distance well. So I got pernah ask you this as well guys. If a deer and a tiger play basketball, who will win basketball game? Tiger. Kenapa tiger? Because basketball is a game of estimation. Betul kan? Whether you know it or not, the net is there, basket is there, the ball will be thrown from here, so you must estimate the distance. The force you throw the ball dan sebagainya is an estimation. Okay, boleh kan guys? Can I clear on this? So be clear, check balik. So untuk ni kan, jawapan dia tanya apa? Which of the following is true about monocular vision? Narrow field salah, itu stereoscopic. Has a very large overlap. Overlap is stereoscopic. Helps animal to observe nearby predators betul. They can see more wider, so they can make decisions. That means they can see in the group, in a herd, they can see around better. Okay, boleh ya? Next, okay, this one, guys, respiration senang ni. But most important part will be the inhalation and exhalation. Diaphragm and then the intercostal muscles dan sebagainya. Roughly lah, okay, roughly just review balik fast-fast. Okay, jangan lupa ni tau guys, tengok ni daripada nostrils dan nasal cavity, after nasal cavity then trachea, after trachea the branch out, then go to the lungs. So this is the trachea. Trachea guys, trachea made up of rings. Why? Got cartilage rings in between the trachea. Kenapa? Why gives it some flexibility. You don't want it to collapse as well there when kembang kecut there kan, because air goes in goes out there, so you don't want it to collapse there, so it gives it some flexibility as well there. Okay, then the main branch here, this one what branch guys? Bronchus. The smaller branches, bronchioles. At the end of the bronchioles got what? Alveolus. Excellent. So all this senang saja, you pastikan clear. One more popular question is to ask related to alveolus. So you will see the drawing of the alveolus there. Then they'll ask you the adaptation. What are the adaptations that enables gas exchange to occur in the alveolus? Name them. Thin walls. Okay, satu thin walls. Lagi. Moist surface area. Banyak capillaries. Okay, good. Network of blood capillary. Excellent. Some more. large surface area. Got large surface area. Kenapa? Because got so much of alveolus. That means you got a large surface area for gas exchange total. So either ask you about this or that, but this one got more. You must know respiration voluntary or involuntary action. Involuntary action, betul kan? So kena berlaku secara semula jadi. So it to occur properly, must have diaphragm. Okay, must have diaphragm muscle here. Lepas tu the one that pulls the rib cage. What muscle is that, guys? Intercostal muscle. So got intercostal muscle. What does diaphragm and the intercostal muscle do? Guys, simple concept. I remind you. As long as you can change volume, you can change pressure. Air will always go from high to low pressure. As long as you can change volume, you can change pressure. How to change volume? Change the muscle movement. So that's why it's an involuntary process lah. Your brain controls the muscle. Your muscle changes volume. When you change volume, pressure changes. So air will go from high to low pressure. Like example, like here, this contoh lah guys. This guy here again. Again here. Yang ni here. So this one is the diaphragm muscle. So this is relax or contract? Relax or contract? Relax. Dome shape on top, relax. Kalau contract, turun ke bawah. Okay, kalau turun ke bawah ni volume bertambah ke volume berkurang? Bertambah. Volume bertambah, high volume. Volume bertambah means pressure decreases. Inside got less pressure, outside got higher pressure. Explain properly. Sometimes buta-buta, right? Teacher want proper explanation, which is good also. That means teacher specifically tell you. You just say pressure tak cukup. You say higher atmospheric pressure. Then here got lower pressure. So from high atmospheric pressure, air will rush in, go to the lungs. Faham tak guys? Betul kan? What is the pressure acting on you? Is memang atmospheric pressure. So outside high atmospheric pressure, inside got low pressure. Inside your thoracic pressure is lower lah. So the air will rush inside. Can guys clear on this ah? Boleh ah? Then some more what else? So the diaphragm, intercostal muscle. Lepas tu this one, the bell jar experiment. So they give you the bell jar, then got balloon inside, then the rubber sheet you boleh tarik and play one there. So you tarik and play with the rubber sheet there, you changing the volume, you changing the pressure. Okay, reminding you guys, this is what you've learned. You were once good at it, you were once tired of hearing it as well. But now hopefully still remember all of it. Okay, next let's go through the answers guys. Come, number one. Which statement is true about the structure in the human respiratory system? The walls of the bronchiole, salah. Bronchiole tak ada cartilage rings. All trachea ada cartilage rings. Again, not the bronchioles. There are hundreds of alveoli in the human lungs. 100, no, more than 100 actually. Let's see. Bronchioles channel the air into the alveoli. Which of the following statements is true about structure? Bronchiole don't channel the air into the alveolus. No guys, then which one channel the air into the alveolus? Guys, trachea, bronchus, bronchiole, then answer C lah. Betul kan? Let's see now why the rest all wrong. Okay, look at A. A okay right? Bronchioles no cartilage ring. Who got cartilage ring? Trachea. Let's see why B wrong. There are hundreds wrong. The millions of alveolus. Again, not hundreds. Hundreds tak cukup. You got thousands, millions of alveolus there. So out. Then trachea is directly connected to the nostrils. Wrong. Nostrils is here. This area is what? Nasal cavity. So jangan lupa the nasal cavity. Nostrils is just the opening lah guys. This area here nasal cavity. And nasal cavity termasuk dalam mulut. That means you can go from here. Even here block. Katakan you really got bad infection. Katakan sinus issue ke dan sebagainya. Already blocked. You still can breathe, right? How are you breathing? Through the mouth. Because that means there is nasal cavity here. So this one you're not dependent only on the nostrils. Nostrils very simple only. Nostrils just the opening only. What? How can nostrils connect terus kepada? That is wrong lah. Nostrils, they say trachea is directly connected. Salah. The purposely use the word directly there. Faham tak guys? But answer C, why you guys say wrong lah? Bronchioles channel air into the alveolus. Okay, bronchioles memang channel the air. This is already bronchiole and the next one is already the alveolus. Okay, now clear on this? Okay, next one. What is the muscles that form the wall and the floor of the thoracic cavity? The floor, diaphragm, wall, intercostal muscle. I got tell you before, so guys, if you eat animal ribs, whatever animal punya ribs, whether mutton rib ke, beef rib ke, pork rib ke dan sebagainya, what are you eating? You are eating the intercostal muscles. Okay, so if you eat animal ribs, people buy and eat what the like a rack of ribs there. So when you eat the meat, you know, oh, I tengah makan the intercostal muscles. Sedapnya intercostal muscle. Okay, boleh ya. So there is the intercostal muscles there. Then next, so jawapan dia adalah boy lah guys. And don't forget, sometimes teacher like to make it more happening for you. So got external and got internal intercostal muscle. Normally none no. Normally they keep for home 4. But sometimes lah, and you cannot say our exam is there already, you cannot say why you give me this hard question. But it's there. So got external, internal. Jangan lupa external bekerja sama dengan diaphragm. If diaphragm contract, I told you, I asked you to remember it this way. BE. Diaphragm and external both the same. So if the diaphragm contracts, the external intercostal muscle also will contract. If diaphragm relax, external intercostal muscle also will relax. Faham tak guys? Clear on this? They work together. Alright? Next one. Down there. This one again. This kind, guys. Always remember, if you see this picture already, right? Guarantee you this. Not talking about objective question, talking about structure question. You see this picture come out, it means guarantee they're going to ask you the process. What is the process? Diffusion. What is diffusion? Movement of gases from high to low concentration. Syarat must go high to low concentration. Does this process require energy?
Yes.
No. High to low don't need to require energy. I give you this example banyak kali sudah contoh ni kan. If let's say someone kentut behind the class in your school katakan, you can smell the kentut in front. Why? The concentration of kentut behind is high, in front is low. Thus the particles of kentut will move from high concentration to low concentration. Nobody went and tarik, come kentut particle, come. Use energy and tarik all tarik. Berlaku secara semula jadi, tidak memerlukan tenaga. And this I stress certain things here because I know what you'll be learning next year. Next year got different diffusion pula, got simple diffusion, got facilitated diffusion on that time. But whenever you come across diffusion, know it's a process that happens from high to low concentration. Faham tak guys? Can I clear on this? Next, so jawapan dia, they can ask you this, diffusion, then they'll always ask you by arrow lah, what is happening, which gas is going where dan sebagainya, like this contoh lah, but I'm talking about structure. So you must know daripada alveolus to the blood capillary means will be oxygen. Blood capillary to the alveolus means will be CO2. Okay, and don't forget, oxygen is the transporter, is the car. What are the seats that are inside the car? Seats that are inside. Hemoglobin. So oxygen will sit on the seats, become what? Oxyhemoglobin. When they break away, oxygen hemoglobin will break away. Okay, boleh ya? Let's see here guys. Which statement is true about the movement? X is oxygen, salah lah. Betul kan? Arrow tu dah salah. Mungkin picture bit kecil, but careful on it lah guys. X moves through absorption, no. Absorption is a process that requires energy. Okay, depending so yang tu tak cannot move through absorption. X moves from high concentration to area of low concentration. Agree?
Yes.
Definitely. Gas always like that one. Faham tak guys? Always from high to low. That means blood capillary, that's it, blood capillary, I'm the alveolus. So blood capillary got a lot of CO2. Here got less. CO2, high CO2 to low CO2. I'm the alveolus, that is the blood capillary. So oxygen from here, high concentration, there, low concentration. Jangan lupa. All this senang. Don't just see it as objective question. This chapter not say very long. Talks again and again going about lung structure, the Belja thing, got smoking experiment, that one missing here, that one also check a bit, then the effects of the diseases dan sebagainya to the lungs. Then nicotine does what, tar does what, all like that. Okay? Guys, already going to be 16 years old. You know, once upon a time, 16 years old can be sent for war. World War II, Hitler sent all the 16 years old youth Canada for war. You guys touching each other, focus here. Okay? Next. Number 4. The following is the word equation that is related to the transportation of respiration gases there. So oxygen, hemoglobin, yang ni berlaku kat mana guys? Di manakah proses ini berlaku? Yes, in the blood capillaries surrounding the alveolus, not the body cells. Because why? Here only they will combine. When they go to the body cells, what happens guys? Yes, they will break away. Opposite. You want to give the oxygen to the body cells, why? You don't want to take the oxygen from the body cells, so they'll break away lah. The oxygen will get out from the seat and go to the body cells. Okay, boleh ya? So jawapan dia adalah boy. Next, which substance does not harm the human respiratory system?
CFC.
CFC, chlorofluorocarbon does what guys? Yeah, betul, answers chloride, but what does it do? Any idea? Aircon, what does it do? There's thinning of, tulis kat tepi, thinning of ozone layer. CFC, thinning of ozone layer. Thins the ozone layer. So if you got a lot of CFC, once upon a time, right guys, in the 1970s, we almost destroyed the ozone. People were around there. Aircon all used to release a lot of CFC. That time only people were using aircon in car, first building or use aircon dan sebagainya banyak tau. So a lot of CFC went up. CFC will do what? No, it will break the ozone. What is ozone, guys? Ozone is a protective layer around Earth. Yes, prevent harmful ultraviolet rays from reaching us. If you got no ozone, what will happen to us? Yes, betul, bagus ni. We all die from skin cancer or we have some issues related to the skin ke dan sebagainya. Our immunity will become lower. All that is the effects of harmful ultraviolet rays. Okay, boleh ya? Seterusnya, okay, bagus. So you know CFC there. And don't forget the story I told you about carbon monoxide. Why carbon monoxide jahat? Carbon monoxide will sit on the hemoglobin and then block oxygen. But the times oxygen cannot sit. So people can die from carbon monoxide poisoning. After I told you the story, also got case where got people sleep in the car, aircon on from the car engine through the aircon there, carbon monoxide masuk, they breathe in the carbon monoxide, then they die from it. Okay, boleh, it's a peaceful way of dying lah. Not trying to tell you it's good to die there, but I'm telling you peaceful. But in the sense that because why? Your brain will slowly shut down. You go into a condition called hypoxia. Hypoxia means tak ada oxygen, so the brain will slowly shut down and the person dies. Okay, boleh ya? Okay, next one there guys. Okay, good, continue. Cepat-cepat sikit guys. So fast on time. Okay, next, number 6. Which is the correct match between the source and the pollutants? Yes, C. Simple answer. The rest boleh pakai. Cigarette smoke, not just black soot. Cigarette smoke got so much bad things there. Got carbon monoxide. Okay. Got so many harmful carcinogenic chemicals and sebagainya. In this chapter also you got learn about active and passive smoking. What is passive smoking? Second hand, bagus guys, good. So second hand smoking there. So the person doesn't smoke, but is exposed to a person who is smoking. And actually research says that if you're a second hand smoker, you're worse still. Yes, because why? You take in more chemicals directly. At least the person who's smoking consciously takes it, then they breathe out. But the guy, they let it, then they breathe out. Consciously they're breathing out. But if you're a second hand smoker, you just breathe only. You never think of, I must actually exhale it out. So more harmful effects there. Okay, boleh ya? Next one, number 7. What is the respiratory structure of the insect that enables the atmospheric air to enter its respiratory tract? Okay, bagus. The spiracle structure enables atmospheric air to enter will be spiracle. Good. Then spiracles, then trachea, then tracheoles. Betul kan? The system, guys, don't forget this, you know. The system for insects will be this. Spiracle, trachea, and then the tracheoles. Okay, boleh ya? Okay, next, this chapter also was a lengthy chapter, but most of you was good at this part. So let's see. Okay, let's go questions straight up. Number 1, which of the following organism needs transport system? Jawapan dia adalah B. You know why? Multicellular organism. More complicated the organism, more complicated their transport system. Simple organism got transport system not? Microorganism got transport system not? Don't have one. Because microorganism now, here got cell. Oxygen high concentration to low concentration. Carbon dioxide high concentration to low concentration. So gas exchange just happens directly. No need to have any kind of transport system. If you're more complicated, you got breathing, then go to the lungs. From the lungs go to the heart. Because you got billions of cells to feed oxygen. So you need a mechanism, you need a transport system. Ours complicated we think, but actually more complicated will be bigger organisms. If you look at a whale, a blue whale, contohnya kan, the heart can be as quarter size of this class. Heart size will be quarter. Lebih kurang this big kind of heart there. Okay? Including all the muscle and the blood vessels coming out from it. Lebih kurang this kind of size, guys. Lepas tu dengar, their blood vessels all will be like big piping. Okay, like big pipe system dan sebagainya. There will be a blood vessels. Focus here. Okay, next. So the more complicated the transport system will be. Then next, which animal's heart has 3 chambers? Toad. Amphibians got 3 chambers. Got how many atrium, how many ventricle? 2 atrium, 1 ventricle. Fish got how many chambers? 2. Name the 2 chambers. 1 atrium, 1 ventricle. Humans got how many chambers? 4 chambers. The muscle that separates the heart, the left and right? Septum muscle. The blood vessel that carries blood from the lungs to the heart? Pulmonary vein. artery keluar, vein masuk, pulmonary vein masuk. Then yang daripada heart to the lungs, pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is the one and only artery that you learn that carries deoxygenated blood. All other arteries branch out from which? Aorta. Bagus Pak. Aorta got 3 branches. Why? Supplies blood to all parts of the body. Lebih kurang an average of go to the top part, go to the middle part, go to the lower part. This one also when we did the chapter you were very good at it already. Until you got tired of me repeating why so many times you giving the same kind of latihan there already. Betul kan? But I hope you still remember. Okay, boleh ya guys. And doesn't stop here. This whether you take art stream ke, science stream ke, next year will become more complicated. Okay, next year got more stuff to learn. Right? Boleh ya. Next. Which of the following are the true? Okay, so answer for number 2, donkey. Which of the following are true about the blood circulatory system in humans? Heart consists of 4 chambers. Agree? Yes. Okay. All arteries carry oxygenated blood. Wrong. All arteries don't carry. The pulmonary artery does not carry oxygenated blood. So all is wrong. Okay. Then all arteries carry blood out of the heart. Yes. Always blood come out of the heart. Which artery? Pulmonary arteries are coming out of the heart. Right? Pulmonary vein only going back to the heart. So memang betul. Then all veins carry blood into the heart. Yes. So answer will be 1, 3 and 4. Jawapan dia adalah boy. Okay, can I clear on this? Check answers there. Next, number 4. Why does the wall of the left ventricle have the thickest wall? Don't say because carry oxygenated blood. That doesn't need to be thick. The reason for having thicker wall is because you have to pump blood higher pressure. Left side pump blood where guys? All parts of the body. Right side pump blood where? Only to the lungs. So who got bigger workload? Left got bigger workload. Betul kan? That's why the left side needs to be bigger. Some children when they're born itself, their heart, the chambers are not big, muscle not thick, so they'll have issues. Sometimes after some time the heart will develop better as well. Sometimes born itself already got defect like that. Okay, boleh ya. So untuk ni jawapan dia adalah boy. Lepas tu, yes betul lah. Produce high pressure to transfer blood to the whole parts of the body. So answer is boy. Okay, can Then here guys, the wall is very thick. Do not have valves. The human is small. This one will be artery. Look out for question this year for your finals. You come from different schools, so you cannot specifically tell. But question where you have to compare artery and veins. So make sure you know which one got valve, which one got no valve, which one got small lumen, which one got large lumen. When we did the chapter time also, I got highlight these parts of it. So make sure you clear. Some of you already had it for midterm exams also. Okay, boleh ya. Next. Ramli lost a lot of blood in an accident. After examination, doctor found his blood groups AB. AB is universal recipient. Universal recipient. Universal recipient means can receive blood from everyone. Who's the universal donor? O. But when O needs blood, only O have to save them. AB can sample blood from everyone, but their blood useless, only can give to another AB. Don't get offended with AB useless or this simply telling related to blood. So you remember that. Okay, boleh ya. Next, which of the answer number 6 adalah donkey lah guys. Betul kan? Okay lah, okay bagus. Next. And next year will come in together with the negative and the positive as well. Rhesus, they call it rhesus factor. Got A positive, B positive dan sebagainya. That's rhesus factor. So that's why this one you must be clear. Then only you can tambah the knowledge. Okay. Next, number 7. Which of the following factors determine one's blood group? Yes, betul, bagus dia. Antigen dengan antibody. If I'm blood group A, what's my antigen? A. If my blood group is A, my antigen is A. My antigen is A, guys. My blood group is A means my antigen is A. What am I anti to? B. If my blood group is B, that means my antigen. Antigen is what is present on your blood. What you don't like? A, you don't like A. If your blood group is AB, what is your antigen? A dengan B. Anti yang none. O means none, nothing. It's supposed to be blood group 0. Lost in translation became blood group O. Okay? Can? So none. This one, the antibody will be A and B. Better check as well. Okay? Next, jawapan untuk ni adalah A. Number 8. 4 balsam plants there, then planted flower pots and 7. Which plant will build first? This one related to what? No, related to transpiration. Tulis there, related to transpiration. Don't forget the factors for transpiration. What are the factors for transpiration? Air movement, tulis light intensity, air movement, light intensity. Who's that? So erase this one. Okay. So air movement, lepas tu yes, humidity bagus, air movement, temperature, humidity, one more. Light intensity, okay. So looking out today, how's the rate of transpiration like? Okay, so got looks like high temperature, light intensity is good today. Lepas tu, yesterday night rain not? That means the humidity will be high lah. So that one will kacau, but got some wind dan sebagainya, so it's good for transpiration. Okay, boleh ya. So jawapan dia adalah di mana the flower pot will wilt first? In the open area in front of the house. Why? Open area means got more air movement, got more light intensity, so they lose water faster lah. They lose water faster, that's why they will wilt faster lah. Okay, boleh ya? Okay lah. Next, okay guys, continue this one. Okay, which compound can be found naturally in Earth's crust? Everything, agree or not? Betul kan? You can find metal oxides, example iron oxide lah, all the different types of oxide there lah. Then metal sulfide pun you akan jumpa. The example magnesium sulfide there, aluminium sulfide, all that there. And also this one. When we see these parts itself, automatically you know already the popular part is Penang Sports Club Basil Pico. Kan, this one kan, PSC. Then magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, basilico. So this is the flow for it. And one more thing guys, this one maybe that time when you did was easy only. Where is the position of the carbon? Where is carbon guys? After aluminium, sure ah? Sure ah? Then hydrogen? Okay. Faham tak guys? Can I clear on this ah? Then this one here, one question missing here is what? No. The reaction of metal and oxygen. So you kena tahu which one will react more vigorously dan sebagainya. All that you kena clear lah. So that one you must know. Then the one like this, contohnya like this kind of question lah guys. See this ah. Iron oxide, I don't want iron oxide. I want iron alone. So what must I do? Heat it up with? Where is iron here? Carbon is here, right? So I can heat up with carbon. So what happens? Who's more reactive? Carbon is more reactive. So if carbon is more reactive, what will carbon do? Carbon will go and choose the oxygen ataupun the oxide there. So becomes carbon dioxide plus iron. Very good. This one has to do with the blast furnace thing. Remember now guys? Iron oxide dengan tin oxide. What is iron oxide? Hematite. What is tin oxide? Caesisterite. Then we put with the coke lah, limestone lah, all that. Remember now the limestone, the coke stuff and all of that? I better check. Okay? No, it wasn't a very long chapter. Again and again the goreng was to know these two are not metals, but we put them why? To take. And if anything can, guys, here got a few questions on this lah. If anything is before carbon, how do I get? Okay, let's say guys, focus here. So contoh dia potassium oxide. Potassium oxide, I want the potassium. Can I use carbon? Who is more reactive, potassium or carbon? Potassium. So potassium will slap the carbon and say you go far, you don't touch it. So how can I take out potassium alone? Yes, all of this you gonna next year you'll learn in chemistry. Okay, got electrolysis process, then you learn. Now you learn the only electrolysis that we learned before is just separating water, right? You learn the different types of electrolysis. What kind of rod, what kind of anode, cathode you must use, that's all again. That's all. Okay, boleh ya? Next. Answer number 1, donkey. Number 2, most minerals are not soluble in water. What is the advantage of these characteristics? To ease mining process of the mineral, not really. With water also we can still take out there. To allow the minerals to stay exist in earth. Water, dissolve, maintain quality of the mineral. Best answer will be to maintain hardness property of the minerals lah. It's not a bit close like I see also actually boleh pakai lah. So tak apa. Why it doesn't dissolve in water there? So that's easy for you to. Memang the hardness, its properties will be maintained there lah. That one okay lah, mine. Look at this here guys. Which of the following shows the correct metal and extraction method? Electrolysis of the molten ore will all be this fellas lah. Potassium, sodium, then pemanasan dengan carbon. Carbon must win. So carbon can beat the zinc, can beat the lead. Okay, yes, betul answer A. Good, bagus. Next, number 4. What are non-metals that are listed in the reactivity of metals? Carbon dengan hydrogen. Very good. Carbon dengan hydrogen there. Next, blast furnace used in the heating of mixture of ore. What is the function of the blast furnace? To separate metals from its ore. Faham tak? Like hematite is iron oxide. You don't want iron oxide, you want iron saja. So to separate that. Okay, boleh ya. Next, number 6. Which of the following metals are able to remove oxygen from carbon dioxide? So you see, guys. Why? It's a good question. Why no? Carbon dioxide, that is got C, got O. So they're asking you which metals can curi oxygen from carbon. So which metals are more reactive than carbon? So all these fellas lah, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium dengan aluminium. If I use aluminium, so aluminium and carbon, who more powerful? Aluminium, right? So what aluminium will do? Go and curi the oxygen, become aluminium oxide. Then got carbon alone lah. Faham tak guys? Clear? It's a bit different way lah. They twist the question. Normally we're talking about carbon dioxide as a byproduct, but now we want to take the oxygen from the carbon. So they twist the question a bit. That's all. Okay, boleh ya? So all these fellas can curi. Correct or not? Because they are more reactive than the carbon, so they'll curi the oxygen, then leave the carbon alone. Okay, boleh ya? So the answer what is? Sodium, potassium, lead behind cannot curi. Then one more will be magnesium. Answer will be 1. Okay, one more part. Let's do before you go, guys. Come. I know time already ran out there, but anyway, let's try this. Come. Okay, here. What is exothermic reaction? Release heat. Reaction that releases heat there. So if it releases heat, what will happen to the surrounding temperature? Increases. Bagus. Surrounding temperature will increase. And one more thing is, maybe here don't have question is what? No, related to this graph, guys. Exothermic, guys. Exothermic, you must see the energy level. Because it's releasing heat energy, right? So releasing heat energy there. So apa akan berlaku is exothermic reaction. Initially got a lot of energy. Then after that the energy profile will drop. Betul kan guys? Because it's releasing heat energy one. So this one is the reactant. This will be the product. Product will have lesser energy. Example, the contoh I give you in class. Let's say got campfire there. Campfire, the bonfire that we put and we burn there, that's an exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction? Exo, right? People around all akan rasa the kepanasan you akan rasakan. But the next morning, how will it be? Like the energy level will be like low. But the night will be fun dan sebagainya. People had some activities there and all of that. But not talking about the activity alone, not because the heat was there, the light was there and all of that. But the next day, how the place looks? Like burned down like that, like one kind of energy. That means the energy level already dropped lah. Product hasil dia energy dah kurang lah. Faham tak guys? Okay lah. So this is for exothermic. Whereas endothermic, what will happen? They absorb energy. So the energy level will go up. They'll have higher energy level. That question is missing here. Okay, boleh ya? So check that guys. What is exothermic? Surrounding temperature increases. Don't forget the thermometer does not represent the reaction. Thermometer represents what always? Surrounding temperature. Next, which statement is correct about endothermic reaction? Heat is released out, that's exothermic. Thermometer reading increase, salah. That one also is exothermic reaction. Surrounding temperature increase, also salah, exothermic reaction. So breaks the chemical bonds of the reactant. You terima haba, so chemical bonds will be broken. Betul kan? If you get more heat, what will happen guys? Particles will move more. Then they break apart lah. Can clear? So jawapan dia adalah donkey. Next. Respiration is an exothermic reaction. Which of the following explains the process? Release heat to the environment. When you breathe out, you produce heat. Simple answer lah. Okay. Next, which process does not involve the release of heat? Combustion of petrol releases heat. Betul kan? A lot of heat there. Then formation of ice, exothermic. You releasing heat. That's why the ice can form. Betul kan? You put water, heat gets released, particle come closer, become ice lah. So it's memang an exothermic reaction. Faham tak? Okay lah? Best answer is what? Melting of butter. Melting of butter is what process? Endothermic. You terima haba. That's why the butter melts. The particles of the butter break apart and move apart. That's why it's melting of butter. Okay, boleh ya? Jawapan nombor 5. Which statements are correct about the baking process? Yes, the endothermic reaction occurs. Anytime got cooking, heat will be absorbed. heat from the oven is absorbed by the dough, betul. Then number 3, thermal equilibrium is achieved. Thermal equilibrium is when already all the heat absorbed, already cooked lah. If you overdo the cooking, then it gets burned. That means you already crossed the equilibrium there. Okay, the balance is already crossed there. So answer is A. Number 6, the process is endothermic. Why? Dry ice absorbs heat from the surrounding. One more guys, one more sekejap. Okay, tengok ni, we finish sekejap lah. Then, which of the following describes the characteristics of non-renewable energy source? Okay, can be depleted if usage not controlled, betul. Takes millions of years to form. Like example, coal, petrol, betul, so no problem. Can cause environmental pollution. If you heat it up, carbon dioxide will be released, so can cause environmental pollution. Have limited sources. Tak tepat sangat lah. We're still talking about, you know what it means by limited sources. Actually, that also boleh pakai. You can argue and say, because you say it's limited, what? That's why if you use it finish, it will finish. So the best answer actually is all lah. Okay, maybe they meaning it differently. Mempunyai sumber yang terhad, non-renewable energy. Okay lah, all of it boleh pakai actually. Next, number 2. Yes, sun. Main source of energy will be sun. Guys, this one also don't forget lah. Okay, I finish up here. If not, I'm just rushing. Thermal generator, water must change to steam. Steam will move the turbine. Hydroelectric generator, what happens? Water, now you should know better. High gravitational potential energy. Betul kan? Last time I just said potential energy. Now you learn the next chapter already. So you know gravitational potential energy. Water will fall. When water falls, what happens? Turbine spins. So kinetic energy bagus. Then kinetic energy ditukar kepada electrical energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Can be converted from one form to another form only. Bagus. So this one they asking you what guys? Very simple only. Which match is true about the type of generator, the fluid that's spinning the turbine? What causes the fluid, the turbine there? Best answer will be A. Hydro tak boleh pakai. How can hydro be campuran gas panas? That one out. Turbine gas there is you compress the gas there, that make it nothing to do with the water alone. Okay, diesel campuran petrol, that one's out. Petrol, diesel, already said diesel, why got petrol there? Diesel is different form of energy source, petrol different source of energy source. Number 5, P is what guys? Number 3A. Number 4 will be homestay. Homestay is home lah. So single, they just put the homestay, don't get confused. But you can't use your home as a staying place there. So homestay, so jawapan dia adalah D. Number 5, what kind of transformer is this guys? P. First you want to step up, P you want to step up first, Q you want to step down. So many things missing in this latihan, you better check. Fuse calculation. One more thing that you did a lot of work on is what? No, how to calculate daripada if you this aircon use this power. Contohnya all that, betul kan? Then you use for 3 hours. The cost of it is RM20 dan sebagainya. So what is the total cost? How to calculate for fuse? Power over voltage. Fuse must be tune, follow that, or must be little bit higher? Little bit higher. All that was easy, but you better check the work first. Okay, boleh ya? So answer for this is P is a step up transformer, Q step down transformer. So best answer is boy. Why 450? No, it's cool. House only will be 240 volts. Big industries, 11 kilovolt. Mega big one there will be 33 kilovolts. Okay, boleh ya? Last one. What is the function of the national grid network? Collect and channel electrical energy to consumers, transmit electrical energy to all the country. Answer is A. Because the word itself says national grid network. So it goes from all over the country, supplied and so like. Okay, boleh kan? This one should be easy. Nama in class as usual I talk about it. That is what we will do. Okay, already 10 minutes left. Okay, that's all guys. Thank you for coming. See you as usual for class. This is the replacement lah. I know all of you, all different groups there, but I memang boleh buat class there. Okay, boleh ya? Kalau boleh, I try to do a little bit more extra class to do, make sure revise better, a little bit more other parts there. But come to class as usual, finish up the balance chapter and then we move on. Okay, boleh ya? That's all guys, take care. See you. Bye-bye. Thank you, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, take care.